My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. This breakdown is brought to you by Premium Membership. Premium Membership brings you all sorts of betting and fantasy tools to help you make money. Things like exclusive 2, 3, and 4 leg parlays, betting calculators, parlay calculators, daily fantasy ownership projections, fighter salary rankings, and so much more. Check it out now at WeWantPicks.com. Scroll to the top and click Become a Member. And don't forget, we are giving away $50. All you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets, sign up with any one of our betting partners, make a deposit, and we send you $50 as a thank you. That's WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit, we send you $50. Next up at UFC Vegas 59, we have the main event of the evening. We have Thiago Santos taking on Jamahal. It's not Jamahal, it's Jamahal Hill. Thiago Santos, 22-10 overall, 1-4 in his last 5, coming off a handful of boring decisions. Jamahal Hill, 10-1 overall, 3-1-1 in his last 5, coming off that Johnny Walker knockout just a few months ago. And at one point, Thiago Santos was the hardest hitting guy in the weight class, in 2 weight classes, honestly. But ever since that loss to John Jones and a couple of very serious injuries later, he just hasn't had that same power. He only has 1 win in his last 4 fights, and that was a rough one to Johnny Walker. That was an incredibly boring fight. He can still be fast as hell. He still does have very real power, and he does have savage kicks. A lot of people think he beat John Jones in that fight, and he did have success with a couple of busted up knees. We watched him almost put Glover's lights out with some of that same power, but then he slowed down. He lost to the grappler. He beat Johnny Walker, but he did not look good at all. He only landed 44 strikes in 25 minutes. He seemed slow and labored in a pretty boring fight, but let's not forget, he is still a BJJ black belt, and he may use it in this fight considering Jamal's only loss was to Paul Craig by submission. Jamahal Hill's a tall, rangy striker who comes forward and picks his shots really well. He's got an incredible 7 to 3.5 striking differential, so 2-1. So he doubles his opponent's strikes. He's primarily a boxer, but he does have some solid leg kicks. He typically does not have incredible power, but he's got a ton of stoppages, usually because of his accuracy and volume, but he seems to be putting together that one-punch power. His opponents end up being a step behind, which just forces them to take risks to try to catch up, and then that's when they get caught. And given what Thiago Santos has become, I got to go with Jamahal Hill here. But there is something to be said about championship round experience. Jamal has only been to a decision 4 times, and he's gotten very comfortable staying in the first round these last few years. Thiago Santos is older, slower, less dangerous, but has proven to be durable. If Santos stays tough, continues to throw, and stays fresh, it's not completely out of the question that he could beat up Jamal. I can bet on, it's just tricky. I can't really bet on somebody that I think could just be tough enough to make the fight go long, right? So Jamal's the pick, but I'm very interested to see how this fight goes and if we get to see Jamahal Hill in these later rounds, because this might be a Terrence McKinney, Drew Dober situation where Jamal comes out hot, almost gets a finish, doesn't get the finish, and then he's just not used to continuing the fight and he's gassed and beat up. But Jamal's definitely the pick. You want to make him a parlay piece, go for it. I'm probably going to be a little light on that because, again, there's still risks here. Thiago Santos is still a dangerous guy, and if Jamal was decisioning people, I'd actually be more confident in him. The early stoppages is what does have me just a tiny bit hesitant. What do you think?
This is another shameless plug for the premium membership because I placed a bet on there Sunday. I think it was Sunday or Monday that this fight does not go the distance. I jumped on this early. I think I got minus 275. Actually, I have it right here in front of me. Minus 280, and now it's already at minus 325. So you guys become a premium member and get those odds early when we see him, because this is gonna does not go the distance fight all the way in my mind. I think this is definitely a Jamahal Hill fight. I think this is a perfect matchup for him, a stepping stone to really kind of show off his striking, his knockout abilities again. Unfortunately, I like Thiago Santos. He is tough as hell. I just think that he's slowing down, and without that big side-to-side movement, the person that's going to beat Jamahal Hill was actually kind of that Johnny Walker type, where the constant movement. Because Jamahal Hill is not like a super technical guy. He needs to find you on the end of punches. And you saw early on, he was missing big against Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker side to side. He's trying to lunge in with those big shots, and Johnny Walker is constantly moving. Unfortunately, Thiago is done. I don't think he even has knees left. The guy's got 2 reconstructed knees. He's not a super movement guy. I think he's going to be up against the cage, kind of in that Sam Alvey style, just up against, just hoping, waiting to see if I can land that big counter on the overextended shot from Jamahal Hill. And unfortunately, I think Jamahal Hill's precision is just going to be way too much for Thiago. And that first shot that's going to land, man, that dude just got sneaky power. I mean, when he hits you, it just lights out. And I think he just kind of stalks Thiago, gets him against the cage, corners him, smaller cage, apex, and just throws that big shot and is able to catch him. Obviously, Thiago could slip it and has power on his own. He's always going to have that power, but I just think the speed and the movement just isn't going to be quite there enough. And this is going to be a stepping stone for Jamahal Hill to get that big matchup. And I would like to see him versus Ankalaev. I think Jamahal Hill versus Ankalaev would be an interesting matchup. You have the technical abilities of Ankalaev versus the power and the length of Jamahal Hill. I would love to see that, as I know that Ankalaev probably already deserves kind of a title shot at this point, or at least number one contender. But as a number one contender fight, Jamahal Hill versus Ankalaev, I'd like to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. We both like Jamahal Hill here. I'm probably a little hesitant. Like, I don't love minus 260, but honestly, come fight night, when the fight's over, it's probably like, it's going to be like, yeah, obviously that happened. You know what I mean? Like, that was the best money you could have spent.
Yeah, he's minus 315 right now, and I got either one of them can win inside the distance for minus 275 or minus 280. So, I mean, that's crazy, the odds I got.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, Jamahal Hill's probably a parlay piece. Do it now, like before the odds get too crazy. But I don't know. I just, when I was doing the notes and when I was doing a breakdown, the thing that worried me was literally how quickly Jamahal Hill's beating people. That is what worried me, because Thiago Santos is the exact opposite. Even in his wins, like Johnny Walker, just long and drawn out. And, I just don't know what Jamahal Hill's going to look like 25 minutes. He's gotten so comfortable just lighting people up early, literally like Terrence McKinney. What?
No, I mean, I 100% agree. That's why I did not play the money line bet of Jamahal Hill. I just played inside the distance, because if he does get tired chasing a finish, Thiago's going to be there, man. And if you don't put him away, he just lay on the volume and the pressure as well. And like you said, there's a big question mark on rounds 2 through 5 of Jamahal Hill. So we'll see. I agree with you, though.
Yeah, I still think he wins. I do have their DraftKings prices reversed. Jamahal Hill is $9,000. Thiago Santos is $7,200. Jamal's probably worth the $9,000. I mean, I think he wins. I think he's worth the money. All of those things.
I don't know if you mentioned that those are flip-flopped on the screen.
I just did. Yeah, those are backwards. Sorry. The DraftKings pricing is backward. The odds,
I don't know if you mentioned it, though, but
no,
if you notice on the screen, the Jamahal Hill should be the 9,000. I don't know if you saw that. If you look at the screen right there,
you're gonna get muted.
Do you see the?
You're gonna get muted.
Do you see the 7,200? Do you see the 7,200?
Okay. So, guys, Monkey Knife Fight Strike Line 48-56. The problem is Thiago Santos. I mentioned he only landed 44 strikes in that Johnny Walker fight. So this is saying he'll land more in this fight than that fight, and he won that fight. So it's another. Oh shit, I'm deaf. It's another tricky Monkey Knife Fight Strike Line, but I do think it's probably more. But Thiago Santos' volume is so tricky. So no play on the Monkey Knife Fight Strike Line, but Monkey Knife Fight does offer a prop game called Knockout Kings. You could put both of these guys in there or just Jamahal Hill, and if one of them wins by KO or TKO, you will get paid. We just did it. We just cashed big. Well, first we had Michael Morales in there, but we also had Derek Lewis and Sergey Pavlovich in there. You put them both in there because you knew one of them was going to win by knockout. So same logic here. Check it out. weonpicks.com/MKF. If you sign up, they will instantly match your deposit. And if you want
someone
$50,
send this to Ariani.
Okay. Yeah. Put in the microwave.
Ariani. My name's Jacob.
If you want 50 free bucks, go to wewontpicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit. We will send you $50 as a thank you. And our final shameless premium membership plug. We have a premium membership. It's $10 a month. That is $2.50 per week. That's $2.50 per event. If we get one bet correct, it paid for many months worth of membership. And included in that membership, you get basically our live bets. Literally, as we're placing bets, days, weeks, months in advance, we're throwing them up on the site. We're doing all of our picks, all of our bets, all of our fantasy plays, our best dog of the week, all of that stuff, everything. Early prize picks lines, WeWantPicks.com. Scroll to the top, click become a member. Like this video, join our free Discord, do all the things, and we will see you later this week for the rest of our content.